What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another amazing episode of the 321 3 Questions, 2 Members, and 1 Awesome Association Insurance Podcast. We are your hosts, Craig Bender,
Ashley Smit,
and today we have the pleasure of interviewing David MacLachlan, CPCU and current chair of the board of the Big I. How are you, Dave?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
Awesome. Yeah, I'm great. What can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So our agency's here in Syracuse, New York. My wife and I have 3 kids, and I've been in the insurance business 23 years this year, actually. Just shy of the first 10, I was with an insurance company, and then I've been at the agency ever since. And I was involved with our local association a couple years before getting involved at the state level. And it's been great. Met a lot of great people, and you learn a lot about the industry that you're in. So it's been good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for everyone that doesn't know how this podcast works, we're going to ask our guest, David, 3 questions. Now, David, you will have up to 1 minute to answer each one.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Awesome. So how did you get into the insurance industry?
Yeah, so kind of, like a lot of people, I don't want to say stumbled into it, but I was I wanted to be a teacher when I was in college, and I had a professor that was very honest and basically said, this probably isn't for you. I was going to be a social studies teacher. I was too far along to really change my major from history. So I finished up with a history degree at Geneseo, and when I went to start looking for work, the industry that was routinely looking for liberal arts majors was the insurance industry. And in Syracuse had a lot of insurance companies, and threw out some resumes, and just really clicked with a gentleman at Peerless Insurance interviewed me. And so it was a great, just out of dumb luck, I ended up at a really good place with a lot of really good people that were willing to train me and be patient with me.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that's the story of insurance. It's either you have a family member or somehow you fell into it.
Yeah.
And what's the best advice that you've ever received?
There's really 2 pieces. One, and both were from people that, one guy I worked for directly at Peerless. I was a relatively young underwriting manager, and he said, when you're in a meeting, listen to everyone, listen to what everyone's got to say. And then if you really have something different and unique to add it, and be confident to add it. But, we've all been in meetings where people just kind of go on, and so that was good advice, because I think we want to, you always want to contribute, whether you really have something or not. The other thing was, I learned from a guy that was the president of Peerless at the time. I was interviewing with him, and he said, he asked me, what do you think? Do you know what the most important thing for any manager to do is? And fortunately, I was just dumb enough not to have a good answer quickly, because it was a rhetorical question. And he said, the job for every manager at every level of a company, no matter how big or small it is, help those that report to you do their jobs better. And it seems so simple, but most good ideas do seem simple after the fact. That if if that happened all the way up through an organization, that'd be a pretty well-run organization if you think about it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
That's definitely good advice for everyone. Now, question number 3, what trends are you seeing in the insurance industry?
Like every industry, especially the last year or so, a lot going on. Independent agents, I think, we've never had so much technology at our fingertips, regardless of how small your agency or how big. And I know for us, a lot of the things, that allowed for remote work, for example, we had always thought about in terms of a really bad weather event. Every agent's got to be able to respond after significant weather events. And one of those things was dispersing folks to maybe work from their homes. And I never thought about, I don't think I'm alone to never think about something like COVID-19. And we really just utilized that technology that was there. And I think what we've learned, and a lot of agents are learning, is maybe this isn't just a patch. Maybe this isn't just something to do now when we have to kind of solve an immediate problem of unfortunately not having everyone together. So I think that's really utilizing things that have been out there and really maximizing them. I think the trick is too, though, is you still have to really there's a personal aspect to this business, whether it's with employees or customers. I know you learn something new all the time. It's such a cliche, but it's so true. And in my career, particularly at the insurance company level, I was very lucky. I had so many people that were willing to take the time and answer my questions and give me feedback when I was green, to say the least.
Thank you so much, Dave, for coming on the episode, this week's episode. That does conclude the 321 Insurance Podcast. Don't forget to join us next week for another awesome episode, and check us out on all social media platforms for new episodes and different information in regards to the insurance field. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is great.